welcome to New Zealand on the Plate. I'm Paul Jobin and we're at an organic nursery in Northland. And I'm up to my ankles in glorious dirt. And look at these cabbages. And look at the rewards. This is a fantastic haul. Organic food is bursting with goodness and freshness. No chemicals, no artificial preservatives, just real, natural, healthy food. Fresh oranges, straight off the tree. Great, just the way fruit should be.
Coming up, Paul will be making a wonderful feast featuring food available at Sarah's Organics, a nationwide supplier of organic food. The entree will feature delicious seared tuna with noodles.
So look at this, light, tasty and simple to do.
He'll be firing up a kai tower to cook the main course.
You smell all those smells coming out of there now.
And finish the meal with a special Sri Lankan love cake. Organic farmers are passionate about creating a natural, harmonious environment. Much of their produce goes straight to Ceres and in turn gets distributed by Ceres to various organic shops and supermarkets around the country.
Hey Noel, how are you?
Okay, Paul.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. You know, I got my little basket of goodies.
Something colourful. Good choices there.
Oh yeah, colourful ones for the kids, you know. It's really important and they're getting organic. Hey, I just want to know how Ceres Organics got started.
It started with Juliet, a woman called Juliet who wanted to feed her children organic food.
Right.
And so she started a stall at a school fair to see if there was any interest. And a lot of people came. She turned it into a co-op working out of her garage. And then in 1984, a group of us financed her into the store. And it became the first organic food store in New Zealand.
And today, of course, all your products are fairly easy to be found in supermarkets across the country, isn't it? So it's really accessible products.
Nearly every supermarket in New Zealand has something now, and the range is building.
So with this great range, where does all the product come from?
The product comes from local growers around New Zealand, especially for fruit and vegetables. But there's also a lot of things that aren't grown in New Zealand, and we import them. But the key thing with that is they've got to have certification. Organic certification is the real key to the quality of the products.
Nestled under a shady tree, Denise Cox adds the final touches to her column for Organics New Zealand magazine. She's been growing organic produce for 12 years, so is more than qualified to advise others about sustainable farming methods.
Hey Paul, look at these figs, aren't they stunning?
They are fantastic, Denise. Look, how did you get into organic farming?
I've always been interested in plants, and over the years that, you know, I've had various friends who've had cancers or children who've had cancers, and a lot of them were farmers who'd been spraying. So because of that we made a decision to go into organic farming.
Do you have a lot of people come to you in regards to health benefits of organic growing?
Yes, we do, particularly because we've got a lot of subtropical trees and interesting trees with medicinal properties, things like the figs and the guavas and the pomegranates, which are all high in antioxidants and potassium. So they're really good, and also because we've got 4 children, that, you know, we want our kids to have a balanced and healthy diet too, and a fresh diet, and it tastes good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here's a good juicy one. Guys, the pickled figs are really good.
We're going to make a special entree, and it's made up of fantastic products from Ceres Whole Foods. We're going to take some yellowfin tuna, some blue nose, and some octopus, and we're going to have that with some organic soba noodles. And we're going to make a little pickling syrup and finish that off with a little bit of Asian sea salt and some flax seeds. I'm also going to pull from Ceres macrobiotic range, which has all the beautiful Asian vinegars and noodles and spices and things like that. So we're going to incorporate it in a dish. We're going to have a very, very clean Japanese-looking dish. Okay, so we're going to put the pickling syrup on now. We're going to take some Ceres Organics golden sugar. We're going to tip that into there, along with some Japanese brown rice vinegar. Now, this brown rice vinegar from Ceres Organics is fantastic. It's much better than the clear. It's got a lot more nuttier flavour to it, and I find that the syrup comes out a lot better. To this, we're going to add a little orange juice, some tamari soy. Always look at buying Japanese tamari soy. Not only is it really, really good for you, but also the flavour is a lot cleaner. Chinese soy tends to be too strong. And then some umeboshi paste, which is like pickled plums. Very, very strong, sort of the soury taste. So I'm just going to put that in. That'll give us a beautiful flavour in our pickling syrup. And then one of the other great flavourings is wakame, and it's actually a seaweed. And the Ceres Organics wakame is great because you can actually work with it. Sometimes it's quite stiff, and you can see here we can just pull it into little pieces. And I've just pre-cut some of this already out of the packet, so we're just going to pop about 3 pieces of that in. And that's just going to give us the lovely sea flavour that we're looking for in the dish. We're going to cut now our tuna into little blocks for our presentation. So a little yellowfin tuna here, and we're just going to cut them into nice little sized blocks. Then we take the miso, and we're going to pour this over the tuna. Look how beautiful and shiny that is, lovely sheen. We're just going to put a little safflower oil into the pan. And in here, we've got our little blocks of miso fish. See how beautiful and glistening and shiny that is, it's fantastic. That's what you're looking for. This idea I actually took from a famous chef in New York called Nobu, and he tends to put this in the fridge for about 3 days, and I find that the fish tends to harden up. So I've made a bit of an adaptation to this so that it's nice and tender, as you can see. I'm just going to give them a quick sear. You always want to cook tuna to medium rare. You never want to overcook tuna because it's quite tough. Okay, so we're just going to turn the fish over. We've got a nice little seal on one side. And by cutting them into little blocks, of course, the fish isn't going to take a long time to cook. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to add 2 more things to our little soba noodle salad, and that is I've kept some of the wakame from the pickling syrup. See how it's gone nice and soft? So that was that little crispy seaweed that we put in at the start. See how beautiful and green that is? So it's going to go through with our sea flavour. And we're just going to put some of the pickling syrup that we made with the umeboshi. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Stick that in there and just give that a nice little coating. So that's all ready to go. Okay, so we're just going to cut this fish into blocks. See how beautiful that is? That's what you're looking for, just perfectly cooked. Then we're going to cut these into little squares. Very gentle, nice sharp knife always helps. So we're just going to add the soba noodle salad. Just get little pieces of carrot into the centre like that. And then just going to pour over the pickling syrup all over the tuna. And this is going to flavour it right up. Now, one of the exciting things that I found in Denise's garden was these pomegranates. And what you've got to do with these is just whack them with a rolling pin until it all cracks open. We're just going to ping these little pomegranate seeds straight over the top of the salad, like this, like that. So we've got yellowfin tuna, some blue nose done with some beautiful Asian salt, some soba noodle salad, and that nice umeboshi pickled plum dressing. Light, tasty, and simple to do. Hey Nadia, how's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, do you want to go shopping?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
You don't have to visit a small specialty store to find organic food. Your local supermarket will stock a good range too.
Okay.
All right.
Right, this is what you need for your tagine?
Well, normally I would, Nadia, but I'm going to actually go to the red quinoa down here.
Right.
And the beauty about this is that, well, most people actually go for the white quinoa, and I'm actually going to use the red. It's a beautiful super grain, comes from the South Americas. So, I mean, it's quite easy to find organics now in the supermarket. I mean, a long time ago, it was in this little dark, dusty corner.
That's right.
Sort of saying, hello, I'm only for hippies, and you can't buy me unless you're into that sort of thing.
So now it's integrated in supermarket shelves right alongside conventional product.
Well, one of the things I'm using, Nadia, is I'm going to be using some chopped tomatoes. What I like is that they're actually really accessible and easy to find. And they're a fantastic product, aren't they?
They are. They're full of lycopenes, which is a natural antioxidant.
Right. So now that I know that if I cook this, it's even going to be better for my guests coming around for dinner, that's a great idea to have these in my trolley, don't you think?
Yes.
Now, I need one other thing. I need your Zeto organic tomato paste because this stuff is just absolutely outstanding.
It is.
And when I've used it, the flavour just accentuates the tomato flavour, and it's good for you, isn't
Absolutely.
it? So that's going to go in, that's for sure.
Is that it? We don't need anything else, do we?
No, we're done.
For the main course, Paul is planning to feature organic lamb from Cambrian Meats. The picturesque farm is located in the Bay of Plenty.
Really, we didn't set out to be organic. We just needed to get better. We used about 12 drums of drench on our animals the first year, and it was just, it wasn't working. And all we had to do was learn how to get better at what we were doing. And it's been a progression. We found out that the natural methods are the best methods. The time I spent with the animals now in the yards working with them is virtually nothing. We don't use any drenches, inoculations, and there's no need for it. We outperform where we were before, and it's a lot more fun, and the end quality product is significantly different.
Paul, welcome!
Joan, how are you?
Oh, I'm well, my friend.
Good to see you.
Some friends have invited Paul to cook the main course at their beautiful house near Kerikeri.
I think I can manage.
So here we are in the fabulous Te Puna Inlet. What a fabulous day. And I'm going to be cooking Cambrian organic lamb, fig and ginger tagine. And we're going to be doing it in my kaitau. Now this is a little thing that sort of really has been protected in Northland. A little friend of mine, a real estate agent, put this together. We're going to cook on this today and simulate the fantastic Middle Eastern tagine. So I'm going to start by cooking off this beautiful Cambrian organic lamb. And I need some help in the kitchen. So I've got Nadia from Ceres. Hey, Nadia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So you're going to make the tahini sauce, okay?
I sure am.
All right, and to do that, you need to take some of that garlic,
Yep.
get into the pestle and mortar, and I've got some of this fabulous Southern Ocean salt that you have. I just want you to put like, I don't know, a teaspoon or so in there, and you're just going to crush and grind all that garlic up and into a paste. So what you're going to do now is you're going to put the cumin in,
Okay. Yep.
and just get that into the garlic, and then you're going to add the lemon juice.
Yes.
Probably about half of that lemon juice.
I see, okay.
And then you're going to get the yogurt in there. We've got some Greek yogurt.
Lovely.
And a bit of the coriander, and then you're just going to
Okay.
make a nice, beautiful green sauce with that. We're going to grab our jumbo onions, just keep moving them around. And we're also going to put in about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, just peeled and minced. So just finely chopped. In we go. And then some of this lovely organic lamb straight in as well. I'm just going to brown this off, so just move it all around. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the spices, and we're just going to lob those spices in, mix them all in. Some ground ginger, and then some turmeric, and then also some of the Zito tomato paste. We're just going to put that straight in. Okay, the next thing in is tomato. I'm going to put some crushed tomatoes in there, just 1 can. Some lemon juice, there's a couple of lemons in there, in we go. And then one of these Tetra packs of organic free-range chicken broth. And what I've done is I've got a couple of these products. Some Turkish figs. And these will break down and throw out all their natural sugars, and of course you get all the lovely seeds from the figs in there as well. And then goes the apricot, so they'll puff up. And again, these are just cut in half. Just mix it all together. Of course at home, if you could, not everyone has a kaitau, so at home you can try the crock pot, just as easy. Okay, at this stage, we're just going to wrap the whole thing and cover it with tin foil. And then just our last sheet over the top. And that's it. We're just going to give her about an hour and a half or so in here, and the lamb will be lovely and delicate. All those fruit would have puffed up, and we'll be good to go. All right, so it's cooked. It's had its 1.5 hours, so we're going to pull the tin foil off. And you're going to discover underneath here this beautiful organic lamb, fig and ginger tagine. We're just going to grab a little spoon, just give it a little bit of a fold. Now we're going to take some fresh herbs, some basil, some coriander, and flat leaf parsley, and we're just going to fold this in. Now there's one other fantastic ingredient that's going to go with this, and this is Ceres red quinoa. And quinoa is an ancient grain from the Incas, South America. Now we're ready to serve. You can see that the quinoa has thickened it all up, so we're going to take a nice deep bowl, something to sort of share outside, you know. And to finish the dish, we're just going to take our tahini, just serve it in the centre, and then a few wedges of preserved lemon, and you're good to go. Look what I've made for you guys. All the way out of my kaitau. Here you go, Peter.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
This part of this.
Thank you, Paul.
Little organic lamb going on there, some fig and ginger.
Wonderful.
And here we've got some Ceres products. Here we've made a nice little dip done with black beans and tahini and garlic and cumin, you know, and some little some wafers, some blue chip wafers there for you.
Did you make this?
I'd like to think so, Peter, yeah.
Good job, mate.
Thanks. What do you think, I pretend on my day off or something?
For farmers like Marty Robinson of Kerikeri Organics, producing natural, healthy food isn't so much a job as a way of life. He's been an organic farmer for 15 years.
What's the health benefits of Jerusalem artichokes?
They're high in inulin. They're a slow-release carbohydrate, so it's very good for diabetes, especially now that we've got an epidemic of type 2 diabetes.
What made you get into organics anyway?
I don't know. I'm from a conventional farming family. We sprayed 2,4,5-T with the best of them or the worst of them. And it's just been a gradual process of converting to organics. But I've been seriously organic since 1994 that we've had this shop going and just been gradually stitching it together.
And what about the varietals of things that you're selling?
I try to go for these long storage crops like the artichoke, which can store in the ground, potatoes store in the ground. They're stored right through last winter, which was fantastic. But we also, having said that, we grow a wide variety of greens as well.
As well as growing fresh produce, Marty also coordinates the supply of fruit and vegetables from several northern farms to Ceres, so that stores throughout New Zealand always have plenty of stock.
Ceres Organics I've been dealing with for quite a number of years. It's got to be getting towards 15 years now, and I enjoy the relationship.
So there's no doubt that your produce is the freshest it can be.
I think so, yeah. You'll pick it one day and it's out in the shops the next.
Fantastic.
One of the supermarkets Marty supplies is the New World at Kerikeri.
So it looks to me that you've got a huge range of organics.
We have. As you well know, shopping, you've seen them all.
I do.
Yeah, no, we have a great range of organics.
So how big a range for us does your supermarket have?
Very big. Very big. Hard to. I can't put a right number around it for you, but I understand we've got the biggest range out of Ceres Foods.
Right.
And you know, when we shifted here from the old store, as you well may recall, we integrated all of the organics into the mainstream. You know, when we did that, we had growth in the 350% vicinity over the following year. The demand is so strong. People want it, and you know, we do our best to get it. So if there's something out there, as you well know, they come in and ask for it, we get it.
We're going to make a fantastic dessert. It's a Sri Lankan love cake. So we're going to start off by using 6 free-range eggs. And we're just going to crack them into a bowl. And then we're going to add in about 500 grams of Ceres golden sugar. Now this golden sugar is absolutely beautiful with this dessert, and it brings out the really rich flavours that we're going to get in this dessert later on when it's baking. As it bakes, what happens is it splits and all the fudginess of the cake drops to the bottom and you get this lovely crust sitting on the top. So just give it a really good whipping until it's light and fluffy. Okay, so once it's light and fluffy, then what we're going to do is we're just going to add little knobs of softened organic butter. Like so. We're then going to add the spices. Now, the spices that we've got, we're going to add in is some fresh lime, and we're going to grate also some fresh nutmeg, and we've got some cardamom as well. So once we've amalgamated the spices in, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of this West Coast honey. And then we're going to add some agave syrup to this. Now normally with this cake they use rose water, and this is a great substitute. So just squirt a bit into there like that. So the wonderful thing about this dessert is that it's great for people with gluten-free diets because we're thickening it with fine polenta and some ground almonds. So there's no flour that comes anywhere near this. We're just going to add the fine polenta in first. Just mix this in. So we're going to add some ground almonds to this, the final thickener part of the cake, straight in. And I'm going to fold this in. And we just changed over to a wire whisk. And then I've just got some candied orange here. Some I've made myself. You just peel the oranges with a speed peeler, put it in sugar syrup, and cook them until they're tender. It'll take about 40 minutes or so. So we're just going to chop this candied orange. So we're going to pour the cake mixture now into the springform tin. And we're going to bake this for about 110 minutes. It takes that long, but it's on 150 degrees C. So you've got to preheat the oven to 150 degrees C. So it's lovely and golden. We've just got this out of the oven. We're just going to undo the springform tin like that. We're just going to get a little dusting of icing sugar. And now we're going to segment the love cake up. Look how nice and gooey that is. And then I've just chosen to use some watermelon. The colours are beautiful. And just some of the orange syrup that we had left over from doing our candied oranges. Just over the top like this. And then just to finish this dish off so it looks like the primo dessert that you want to serve, I've got some yogurt sorbet. which we've made with organic Greek yogurt. Just give it a little rub underneath, and we just pop it on top of our watermelon salad, like so. And that's our dish, Sri Lankan love cake. It's going to get any woman's heart.
Northland has a number of top kapahaka groups. Kirikiri High School is one of the best, and Paul's invited them along to try his dessert. But first, they have to sing for their supper.
Here you go, guys. You want to tuck into this. This is a bit of action, this is. This little Sri Lankan love cake. Don't be shy, tuck in.
Thank you. Yeah. Bring it to
You're going to have a piece? So come on, guys. To pass the test or what?
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like an explosion of flavour.
This week's episode of New Zealand on a Plate focuses on organics and healthy eating.
Gosh, it's been a long time since I've been to primary school.
I have to admit, it's a long time for me too.
And Auckland chef Julie Leclerc teams up with passionate foodie Paul Mercurio, who's visiting from Australia.
Did I just jump in a swimming pool?
You did.
So, what happened?
The swimming pool was decommissioned and we decided to turn it into a nursery. It's one part of our total Mahinga Kai project.
And when I drove in, saw the apples and the orchards. We also could see a huge garden in the background. So is it all connected?
Absolutely, it's all interconnected.
Together, they're going to cook some great meals and find out where the ingredients come from.
I love this kind of place.
They get digging for veggies.
Quite nice, really.
Stock up on groceries.
These were already open on the shelf. I don't know how that happened.
And get a look at a whole lot of dough.
Smell that. Smells gorgeous.
Healthy eating is a big focus for families, and in Papakura, South Auckland, one school isn't just talking about it, they're doing it.
What is that one?
Mint. Marigold. Broccoli.
Geez, you girls are good. You love the gardens?
Yeah.
What's so good about them?
They're colourful.
In every corner of Edmund Hillary Primary School, vegetable plots and fruit trees abound.
How long have you been here?
We started a project in 2007.
And what was here before that?
Oh, there was nothing here.
Nothing?
Nothing in this area.
Fantastic. I love it. And I can't believe you have bananas up here.
Yes. The year before last, we harvested 10 huge bunches, and I take them in, and they ripen in the classroom.
So what are the other benefits to the kids with this project?
They have a great sense of pride. The overriding principle of our kaupapa Mahinga Kai is manaaki tangata, manaaki papatua nuku. Looking after people, looking after the whenua. That's what it is about.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pick some little cherry tomatoes. I like them too. Just the red ones. Yum. They're just like little lollies, aren't they? They're so sweet. That's just the perfect amount for our salad. Ooh, run away.
Julie and Paul are looking forward to doing some cooking for the children, but first, they have to get a few extra ingredients.
Wow. I love this kind of place. It's rustic.
Yeah.
You know, it's the sort of place you want to come and shop because you know the stuff's going to be good.
Yep,
oh, yes.
A lot of the stuff is organic. And, I mean, it's amazing. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, we don't have apples like that in Australia.
Oh, you poor things.
Well, we did. When we were kids, we used to share them. 8 of us would eat one. All right.
Okay.
I'm following you.
Okay.
Don't lose me or take me anywhere terrible.
No, I won't. So I'm just wondering if you're familiar with the Ceres Organics range.
Ceres, no.
No.
I don't think we have it in Oz, do we?
You do actually.
Ah.
They're certified organic, so that's the key
So
thing.
that's a different thing, isn't it?
It is.
Being
it is.
organic or certified.
Yes.
There's that one, but I love this one too. Look at that. These are weird things, quinoa flakes.
Yes, they
but,
are.
that's that sticker. So that if you've got the certified sticker,
then you know you can trust that they've gone through all the, they've complied with all the organics.
right? Which, from what I know of talking to farmers, is a lot of rigmarole.
Yeah, it is.
So
it is.
if it's
But
there-
for us, as we know they've gone through everything.
Right. So is it all from here in New Zealand, or is it also imported stuff?
Some of it's sourced from New Zealand,
Yeah.
and some of it's imported, but it's definitely all certified. And so there's things like these apricots, which are from Turkey. So they don't look quite as gorgeous as some apricots you might have seen before.
Ready for this?
You know apricots are orange.
It's
but
brown.
I know, but the fabulous thing about this is that the ones that are orange stay orange because they're treated with sulphur, and that's what keeps
So
the colour.
chemicals.
And we don't want chemicals. And these ones, they may not look good, but they taste fantastic.
They taste like real apricots. We better put that in the basket.
So they do everything from peanut butter and tahini. Oh, we're going to use some tahini as well.
You need chickpeas?
Yes, we do. Chickpeas, butter beans. I don't know if you have ever used buckwheat, but I'm really into buckwheat at the moment. It's like one of the best things you could ever eat.
Yep. You put this in your... It's like a salad, isn't it?
It is. Pure Roma tomatoes from Italy.
Have we got enough now?
You're way down. We have.
All right,
we
let's
can
go. We'll go and pay for it. So how is business?
Yeah, we're pretty good actually.
People are flocking in for organics?
They do. We've always carrying a range now of the produce and fruit and veg and organics as well as normal, and obviously we stock a lot of the Ceres products.
Yeah, it's good to see more of that packaged stuff, especially the chickpeas. These were already open on the shelf. I don't know how that happened, but can we get a discount or?
We have this issue all the time
Do
with
you?
shoppers. Yeah,
Thanks very much.
See you later.
Someone will pay. Just ask someone in the shop. Come on, really quick.
Bye-bye, thank you.
So what are you making?
I'm making a salad, which on the basis of buckwheat, which is that lovely wheat.
This one?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Lovely.
gluten-free, great
Yep.
flavour, and it's a great base instead of pasta. And so we're going to use some of the fantastic vegetables from the kids' garden.
Cool. And we've got some helpers. How are you guys?
Good.
So I know it's playtime, lunchtime, but you don't mind helping out, do you?
Yeah, not at all.
Good.
Good on
And
you.
first thing?
So buckwheat's actually really easy to cook. Throw it into boiling water, and it takes about 6 or 7 minutes
All right.
until it's just tender. Tyler, you could do this. We need to cut up these little dried fruits. Cut them up into little pieces.
He's doing a good job.
He's doing a fantastic job. Can you help me take the ends off these little cherry tomatoes from your garden? Now we just have to put it all together.
Is that it?
That's it.
I guess you want a big bowl.
That would be fantastic. I'd love one.
Look at that. Is that big enough?
Yeah, do you think so?
I reckon
Yes.
it's very good. Also, it's really good for sun tanning. See, we can get a nice sun tan off of that. I'll drain the buckwheat.
Okay. Would you like to throw those in, since you chop those up, and you can throw those in? If you have any like lovely fresh salad greens like these ones, these are out of your garden as well, out of the nursery. Okay.
So what are they?
So these are sesame seeds and New Zealand native flax seeds.
Oh, okay.
Really good for you. Now we've got almonds and pistachio nuts. So you can see it's going to have lots of crunchy flavours and textures and...
I've drained the buckwheat.
Brilliant.
Do you want to taste it first? Have a little taste.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's what?
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad, is it? You have a little
It's
taste.
a little bit nutty, sort of. It's really good for you. It's one of the best things you can eat. It's got so many vitamins and nutrients, but you wouldn't even know because it tastes good. Toss it round. That's just kind of get it all moving around together. And then we dress it with some balsamic vinegar. The other thing we need is a little bit of olive oil, organic olive oil.
Cheese.
Brilliant,
Madam.
thank you. So I'm just going to chop this up.
Doesn't that look great? I love the colours in there. So what are you going to do?
too.
Are you just going to like pick some leaves off and throw it in? Or?
Yeah.
There you go.
Tear it up.
I bought some flowers for you. They've wilted a bit. So how much? Is that
none
too
for
much?
me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Here's some
you.
flowers for you. So just, you want to tear it torn up in little bits?
Yeah,
Or?
just in bits like that.
All right, give it a stir.
Oh, yes, carry on. Doing such a good job. Do you like the look of that?
Yes,
I do.
love the look
I
of
do.
this.
I do too. And it's especially good because it's got things from your school garden. We really need our helpers to have a taste.
Absolutely.
They've done such a good job.
Grab a spoon, guys. I love the look on your face. What is it? It's a bit different?
Yum.
It's yum?
It's yum. Great.
Tyler, what do you reckon?
Lovely.
Lovely. All right. Stick your spoon in, have a little taste.
The gardening project at Edmund Hillary Primary School has really caught on. More than 50 local families are now growing their own fresh food.
This is my house.
Oh.
Cool. Look, I can see pumpkins already.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
this is my backyard.
This
It's
is
your backyard?
Yes.
Where's your grass?
Oh, we cut it and then we did our garden.
There's your mum and dad?
Yeah.
They just can't say hello, eh? Hello.
Hello.
This is an amazing garden. Is it a lot of work?
Here, we plant in here the sweet corn, watermelon, kumara, block pea, and cabbage, and potatoes, and sliver pea, and beans. We not use chemical fertilizer, it's only organic.
So it's all
system.
organic?
Mm.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And how old is the garden? How long have you been doing this?
Oh, we start on the first week of, the second week of November.
November?
So it's only about 4 months old.
Mm.
That's incredible.
And some of them, like the sweet corn and the pumpkin, we planted on the first week of December. In
Wow.
the kumara. Yeah.
So this is it? This is your favourite?
Yep.
That is... Put your head down there next to it. Fantastic.
Back at school, there's some more planting and weeding going on. All the work is done voluntarily and there's no shortage of willing helpers.
Ravikash, what's this?
Cabbage.
It's what?
Cabbage.
No, it's not. Some people call it spinach by accident, but it's actually silver beet.
Silver beet.
And don't ask me why they call it silver beet, but have a taste. Quite nice, really, but normally you cook it. We're going to cook some today, so what do you reckon? Grab a couple of bits.
I can't believe you've done all of this in such a short period of time. So what have you got planned next?
We wanted to look into growing olive trees and olive oil production. We also want to look at beekeeping and honey. After all said and done, Sued was the beekeeper, and he left us with our school motto, me whakakaha kia rangatira. Aim high, be determined. And we are definitely determined to make a positive difference in the lives of and well-being of our children, whānau and the community.
What are you making?
It's a millet dish, and it's kind of like a no-stew risotto, but it's made with millet instead of rice. I'm going to also add some stock. So do you think you'll be able to pour most of that, just about all of that into there? This is really beautiful flavoured organic vegetable stock, and now Timo, I might get you to pour a little bit of this in. We kind of need about a cupful, so we've got to kind of use our eye to guess. This is rice milk. So the great thing about this dish is it's going to be both gluten-free and dairy-free.
Ah.
That's perfect.
Cook at home?
Yes.
Are you a very good chef?
Not that much.
What's your favourite thing to cook?
Pancakes.
Margaret, you're brothers and sister, right? Do you always get on?
Yes.
Do you help? Margaret hasn't said yes yet. Do you help in the garden too? You love it? Cool. Yeah, that can go in.
Okay, pop that all in. I'll put the lid on, and one of you can turn the button, and we hope it's going to all go... That's perfect, thank you. It's all whizzed up. Do you like green gloop?
Who wants to have a drink of green goo? Bit of olive oil in there.
Bit of olive oil in there.
And millet straight
So we
into
need
that.
a bit of that, yes. And it has sort of a light sort of corn flavour anyway. It tastes a bit like corn. Do you like corn?
Yes.
It's delicious, isn't it? So we can toast that around a tiny bit. So just pour this in.
Yeah, look at that. What do you reckon of that? You reckon that
tasty, doesn't
looks
it?
tasty?
But it's silver beet from your garden. It's got to taste good.
Done. Next.
Brilliant. Next is going to be a really lovely fish stew.
And this is monkfish, and you chose monkfish. Why?
Because of sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah. We need chopped onion and chopped red pepper and maybe some garlic.
Throw a bit of oil in there.
There you go. Grab a handful. Beautiful. And just be really careful because it's hot.
What is that?
This is... Actually, it's a courgette or zucchini, but it's kind of an extra big one.
What else goes into here?
We just need to put a few spices in. We've got some chilli flakes, and then after that we need tomatoes, and then we're going to put the lovely courgette in.
And with the...
Millet.
Millet. I'll just give that a stir. And let's have a look how it's going. Look at that. Beautiful. So, fish.
Fish. I just like it really chunky. And because it's nice and firm textured, it should hold together.
What do you reckon?
That's good.
Can you smell it?
Not that much.
You can't? Here, put your head here and go like this. You waft the scent towards your face. Can you smell it now?
Yes.
What do you think it smells like?
Nice.
I think it smells. Do you want to have a smell? Just go like that with your hand. Can you smell it? Just a little? Or is there one other thing?
There's one other thing.
One other thing.
Butter beans. It really extends the ingredients. It's like it's a fabulous form of protein, and it sort of extends, if you haven't got a lot of fish, it makes it like you've got a lot more protein. Just a bit of lemon at the end is good. Just gives it a little sourness. A bit of salt and pepper, and I reckon some parsley from the garden.
Parsley. Where are we going to get parsley from, guys? Where do you think we can find some?
In the garden.
Right behind you.
Oh.
Look, there's parsley over there. Gorgeous, straight off the garden. Cool. Ready? Shall we go and see if they want to taste your stew, your fish stew? Let's go. Reckon they'll like it? I reckon they'll like it.
I think so too.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I just a little bit.
What do you reckon?
Nice.
Remember Timo and Margaret cooked it? What do you reckon? Would you make it yourself for your mum and dad? Well, I reckon it's a hit. I think you guys did a good job. Well done. Well done.
Paul and Julie are keen to make a really healthy dessert, so they've come to Abe's Real Food Company for some inspiration. They make bagel rolls and chips using natural ingredients and are environmentally friendly.
Doing it today. Oh,
Megan? Or should we say Abe?
Oh, you can call me Abe.
Are you Abe?
Well, kind of. My business partner and I, we're probably half each.
So, where do bagels come from?
Originally from Poland about 400 years ago, and then Jews took them to the US, the States, and they really took off there in about the 60s when somebody invented a machine to form the bagel. There is no hole in the middle of a bagel. It's a sausage piece of dough which then gets wrapped around a belt and forms, the circle is joined, and that's it. Yeah, very simple. Clever.
What makes your bagels so good?
Well, we've always had a policy of not using any artificial ingredients and no preservatives and no GM ingredients, so we get a GM-free declaration from all the ingredient suppliers. And we make them the proper way, which involves you rise it slowly, and that develops the flavour, like overnight.
I also heard another thing that makes them so good is that you have quite an environmental view on how you make your bagels. And
well, yeah, that is really important to us. We don't like to create too much waste. One of the things we do, which is kind of cool, is the boxes that we take the bagels to the supermarkets in, we actually bring them back again, and we've got up to 10 trips out of a box. And when we added up how much that saved, it's 4 tons of cardboard a year.
Right.
Which is huge, yeah.
So they've been in the proofer?
They have the proofer, which is where they rise.
Right.
They've got bigger.
And for how long?
About 40 minutes.
40, okay. And then into a hot oven.
A nice hot oven, about 220 degrees Celsius, which is like pizza temperature.
Yeah. And they get steamed in there as well?
They do. That's our little secret. We steam bake.
Oops.
But that gives them their characteristic
Traditionally,
texture.
bagels are boiled and then baked, but we chose steam baking because it gives you a softer product which keeps longer. Smell that.
It smells gorgeous.
And that's it. Bagels.
That's it.
Now, you're cooking some up today, aren't you?
I am.
So we
Can't
need
wait.
to actually get some, if we may.
Great.
And they're going to be super, super fresh.
Oh, well, which ones do you want?
I love the organic.
Great.
If that's possible. Yeah.
Whole meal or plain?
I think plain for this. We're making a dessert, so the plain would be great.
Plain, perfect.
Cool.
Yum. Well, let's go and grab some.
Well, here we are at my place.
Fantastic. Oh, do you have a jug fetish?
I do quite like jugs.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Where do you get them from?
A big collection actually from all over the world,
Yeah.
from wherever I travel.
And you collect spoons, is it?
It's a golden ladle.
Wow.
I won that for one of my books.
Fantastic.
Says it all,
It's
really.
very
doesn't
apt, isn't it? And I'm not scared of the heat, so shall we cook?
Great. We'll come into the kitchen then.
Jumping in.
Fruity, 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 fruity.
So have you been to Yealands?
No, I haven't, have you?
I have. So I've got a cheese bagel and I've been to the winery.
You were sneaky.
Yeah. I think it's, from memory, it's one of New Zealand's largest family-owned vineyards. Carbon zero certified and environmentally sustainable.
Oh, drink to
and
that.
And tastes good.
I bet it does. Smells good.
Gorgeous. Okay, put me to
Delicious.
work.
Okay, we are making a really delicious pudding cake.
With bagels.
With bagels, we are. So if you could slice those up really thin.
Yep.
And I will make the sort of custard that goes with them. Then I add some honey to this, organic New Zealand honey. Add a bit of vanilla. And then I'm going to add coconut milk to this, which is obviously dairy-free, and bagels are also dairy-free, so that's a good thing if you need to
Organic?
cook. Organic, dairy-free.
I'm halfway through,
I'm doing
so
great.
I'm just going to take a little break. Got some lovely... You made this, didn't you?
I did.
It's organic hummus
it's a carrot,
with some carrots.
Carrot hummus.
The bagel chips, beautiful.
They are, aren't they? And they're a real healthy snack.
I can't hear you over the crunching. Keep going.
Okay,
I'm just
sorry to
relaxing.
interrupt you, but
I worked so hard today.
I'm now going to start layering these up.
Oh, in that
that will
case.
take a while.
Sorry, I'm not even ready.
Because of the shape of these tins, I like to kind of put these little bagel bits in the bottom. Then I layer a few organic blueberries. And these end up looking like flowers, so they're kind of fun. Then I sort of start to pile them into here and intersperse the blueberries into them. Okay, we'll add this now. And a really good tip with this, when you're adding the custard, is to pour it from a jug. So I usually transfer this into a jug. Perfect. I love working with you.
Go on. Thank you.
Transfer that
I might
into
just
there.
have another little break.
Good on you. So now what we want to do is soak them in this custard.
And that's it?
That's it.
In the oven at what temperature?
160.
Hey, since you said I was good in the kitchen, I just want to show people your book.
Oh.
In fact, books, you've got more than this, but they're absolutely fantastic, beautiful colours, and this one I've seen in Australia.
Oh.
And it sells big there, doesn't it?
I mean, it's doing pretty well.
Yeah. In the oven?
In the oven.
You want me to do it or you do it? Because I might just have a glass of wine and,
Oh, okay.
and a little bit more of this
Just
lovely
leave it to me, no worries.
bagel crisps with your organic hummus. Cheers.
Cheers.
And
Oh.
feel the crunch.
That was fun.
I know it's a kid's show, but beautiful. Somehow it's tastier that way.
Oh, good.
Excellent. Ooh,
There we go.
fantastic.
They do look good, don't
I just
they?
love the kind of originality of that too, you know.
Works really well together.
The icing sugar just lifts it up a bit. Very sweet.
Bagel texture's great.
Well done. And thank you, Julie.
Oh,
Been
thank
great.
you. It's been a great pleasure.